What's up, everybody? Coming at you guys with another quick video. It's been a couple days, not a lot of stuff going on. We got some information about the preseason, new dragons, new items. Not too much, just two new items. For one for AP and one for support. The new dragons are really interesting. The Kim Punk dragon, I believe, gives you grievous wounds. I'm not sure. I think that's. I think that's correct. Or it gives you. Actually, no. I'm sorry. It gives you attack speed and AD or AP or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big Irelia buff. These dragons are. So Irelia is going to come back into play. We are going to play most likely some Irelia. But today we're coming at you guys with a quick jungle guide. If you're planning on trying to play the jungle role and climb out of a lower ELO, this might be a good way to do it. We're going to go for a full clear here, complete full clear. Last game we tried the game before this. We had another great game. We did a 5 camp. So either way, both are viable. The 5 camp gets you to it got me to the enemy's the scuttle before Graves 5 camp. So we're just gonna smite that. I know some people have said that smiting the red is a waste, but I believe that's when you're going for like a 5 camp. But for full clear, I think that's okay to do. You can either. I really don't think it matters if you smite this one or the red. I mean, if they hard leash, then you would save your smite for sure. But other than that, I don't really see any point. If you smite whenever, like I smite to get the cooldown rolling. Anyways, taking these golems is pretty hard on Talon. Actually, I found out. So you might just want to go with the 5 camp, red, wraiths, or you might just want to actually look at kind of where the other jungler is starting. You might get a deep ward early on. This game I just warded here. I was pretty tilted, been losing a lot, so I just expected an invade. I just warded and go back for the sweeper. But you can see there, the chickens are very easy on Talon. Talon is going to be a great pick for you guys to carry with if you're good with him. It's whoever you're good with. You can play Kiana, you can play Echo, you can play, a lot of these picks, Zed. A lot of these assassin picks are going to be good for you to get just picks all over the map, just playing actively. It's, just kind of the higher ELO play style. But you have to think of it as, you gotta upgrade your thinking to that level, and don't downplay these games. A lot of these games are close to high ELO level in a lot of mechanical aspects. So when the fights break out, you'd be surprised the similarities of the team fights between the high ELO and your low ELO, or silver or gold, high silver, gold, whatever you guys are. Hopefully, mid to high silver at least. Other than that, besides, if you're not at that level, probably just go back down to like my macro guide and some other guides I'm going to be putting out for the lower silver, bronze, iron, whatever. I'm going to be doing lots of guides. So we do end up getting the full clear with the scuttle. He went to the bot side. He got the bot side scuttle. So that's what you're going to be trying to do. Is it's, in my opinion, especially in these games, you're going to be wanting to avoid that early skirmish for the scuttle by starting at the opposite side. What you can do is watch and see who leashes early on, top or bot. Just watch the lanes and see who shows up late. A lot of these low ELO games are not going to be doing fake leashes and stuff like that, so that's really reliable. You can just gauge off that, and if you happen to be starting on the same side at that point, you know to just maybe just avoid the scuttle entirely, or just watch for your prio. Watch for top and mid prio, or bot and mid prio. But you can see here, our Kinnan, I believe, traded out. We're just going to push that wave and get him closer to a plate. We didn't have to, but we're already there, so it's something we can do. Always be looking for anything you can just get done. If something opportunity arises, you can just that you're close to something, you can get a little bit of farm, do whatever while in downtime. Instead of just running back to my jungle there. Right there, we didn't really have too much to take here. We could have gone all the way down to wolves, and then maybe back to Gromp here, but we were at pretty good gold amount. Kinnan gets curious, starts checking around here. He's pretty strong, but he can't take on two people. That's unfortunate. So we do check on the wolves. We see it's taken, and now that he's dead, we're gonna be looking to cover this lane. Always be looking to cover lanes whenever possible. This is the #1 high priority thing that a lot of junglers that I've noticed pretty much all the low elo junglers are not doing. They're not covering lanes. They just let plates go. They let CS go, and they think that one camp here is more important. No, it's not. Get up here, fall back to the camp afterwards. You can see I could have even stayed for a couple more, but I don't know if that would have been worth. So, looking to get to our bot side, clear up here. Always be checking your team in op.gg before the game starts. If you have some big time feeders with like 10 deaths plus on like almost all their games, or like at least just dodge. It doesn't affect your MMR when you dodge, so you can just keep dodging freely. It never affects your MMR. It'll only affect your rank, which doesn't really matter. So your MMR is what really matters. It's just that's what determines what kind of players you're gonna be getting. This is like a high silver, low gold MMR. I think it's like a half and half game. So right here, we're just looking to check on Scuttle, but we notice that he doesn't even see us coming over that wall. We're just gonna walk off. We know it's not a good fight. We're just gonna get out of there. I wish you could see the cooldowns on the walls for this, but the way you're going to be wanting to play this is Gore Drinker most of the games. And then after that, you have option of either going Yumu's. You could go Yumu's Rush into some games. But the Gore Drinker just always has good value as well. It's never like a terrible thing to rush. So it's just more versatile in my opinion. And getting it early is what a lot of the higher level players do. So you get it's a pretty good cheap item with a lot of good stats. Hopping over this wall was not a good thing. We had basically a wall cooldown for everywhere except for like maybe right here going back. But we see them diving here really hard, and on the Aria we know she's got the escape. We're just gonna let our team clean up here. They did a really good job of closing in. We're just gonna stay alive. We're not gonna do anything crazy. When you're low health, don't try to go in too hard. Right here we have the Gore. Look at this. We have the whip. The Iron Spike whip is gonna greatly increase your DPS in an actual fight. Believe it or not, just popping that in between autos is gonna increase your DPS by a lot. Think of the fact that we're a burst champion. It's a burst item. It synergizes really well with Talon, especially allowing him to get these chickens even faster. So just consider Talon a chicken extraordinaire, right? So you'll get the clear down over time. You just want to be proccing that 3-hit passive as much as you can on the big ones. Right here, we had the option. We were trying to grab the wolves and then cover, but we noticed we didn't have time to get the wolves and then cover in time. So we're going to prioritize covering. Always do this. Notice I gave up the wolves halfway through. It doesn't matter. I come straight back to the wolves, they're dead. And we got the farm. And we got the mid farm as well. So you're going to see a lot of that this game, covering lanes. I'm almost going lane to lane covering because everybody's looking for solo plays. Now you can either get mad at these people for looking for solo plays and be like, wait for my gang, or you can just don't tilt them, don't type anything. Take the free CS that they're giving you after they die. You see, I think our Kinnon's making, you know, are we going to cover this? What's going to be the play? We're just going to ward it. We're trying to catch Singed walking down here to get intelligence on tracking on where he's going. They do have a deep ward here that we're not aware of. And I'm pretty sure they're going to use that for a cheeky telly here pretty soon. But we have Ari pinging that. She knows that Jace is in the bush. She's pinging the exact spot, so we're going to go on it. We're taking her intel, and we're going on it. He happened to be in the exact spot she was pinging, so pretty surprising that he didn't move at all. But I guess he was really greeting for that empowered Q over the wall. Trying to do everything you can as Jace. So a lot of deep pinks in here. The enemy's doing a really good job. I don't even remember how they got these in there. But they're in spots that gets intelligence on me on where I'm at. And they're not even in spots that I would necessarily check. So really smart by the enemy on doing that. A lot of times I use pinks to either get hard vision of drag, or if I could get invaded or there's threats of invades, I place them either here or here or here. If they really want blue, you put it here like he just did. That's a really good spot to drop your pink, especially in this situation. Kinnan, why would you pink right here? You know, Kinnan, he's about to recall. The pink would get killed anyways. The top laner shouldn't pink unless the jungle is nearby to gank on it. So we have Kinnan coming in here, dropping insane damage onto the Singed. Don't know why this guy picked Singed. It's no P pick in certain matchups, but I don't think he likes this matchup at all. So Singed baits Jason to a 2v2, which they just get hammered. I'm over here trying to go for a 1v3. Don't do this. Don't do what I did right there. I thought I could make the play, and just because I just got my Gore Drinker, right? Gore Drinker with the ult up. I'm looking to push the advantage that I have with the item. Always be thinking of whenever you finish an item, kind of like it's kind of like you finishing a level in lane where you want to push in and make a play because you just got the level on them, right? Getting an item on someone is the same thing. As soon as you get an item, you can look for a more aggressive play like I just did. Fortunately, it didn't work out. I think there was a world where I get at least one, maybe two of those guys. It just, my Gore Drinker timing wasn't quite right. I don't even know if I got it off or not. Sometimes I try to delay the Gore Drinker too late. That's the only thing I would say is don't worry about delaying it too late sometimes. You can just get bursted down at times and never get the usage on it. So, I mean, just think of you being a squishy champ. You might just drop it, a little bit earlier than you believe you're gonna need it. It's always safe. So we see the scut. Boy, I don't think Phil saw us. Maybe Phil did see us, but we're gonna go. We're looking for the Jace gank anyways. A lot of these players aren't going to be watching the map at all. Especially against an Ahri, they're watching for the taunt. They're scared. Look what that Ahri just did to that guy, right? So they're susceptible to, you know, not watching pings and not seeing, you know, what's going on the map. So always be looking for ganks, even when it doesn't, you know, looking for ganks all the time, you know. Not all the time, like in these low levels you want to be clearing a lot, but like if you see you know, an opportunity, please don't glitch on us. If you see an opportunity, you know, go for it. We're just outplaying right here. We're outplaying the enemy jungler. That's what you're going to be looking to do. Another thing you can do on Talon is counter jungle. Hard counter jungle, and they can't get you because you're just going to hop out, right? You're going to hop over the walls. As long as you don't blow all the wall cooldowns on the way in, you know, save them. Right here, okay, actually, this is different. In this game, we actually did pick Talon last pick with no tank. That's just something you're just gonna have to deal with. Some of these teams aren't gonna want to tank for you, but you don't need to pick a tank just because they aren't tanking, right? That's not gonna get you wins. You know, you're just gonna sit there and you're gonna be tanky, but you can't carry because everyone's dying in front of you, right? You have to carry these games, so we're picking, you know, squishy champs, something they can carry, you know, carry games with. They keep looking for Kinnan this game, but Kinnan, you know, he's going to give them a hard time no matter what. Finally, we are in range to rotate on it. We do see what's going on. We're looking for a double kill, but we're just going to take the single. At this point, there's no point chasing the Singed. He's going to push that in. We know that, so we're just going to be looking to cover. Not take too much damage. We are looking to put some damage on him if we can, but we're never going to get in a situation. Singed is just never a situation where you should ever die. You should never ever die to Singed. You know, unless you're laning against him and you're countered or whatever, pretty much never should die to him. So, looking to clear, cover, clear, and then when you see an opportunity, that's when you look for a gank. Or if someone's getting hard pushed in, and, you know, or, you know, someone else is getting ganked nearby, look for a counter gank. Counter ganks are the best thing you can do. At least trade off a kill if your teammate dies. Maybe get a double. You know, maybe save your teammate and get a single. Maybe you save your teammate and get a double. Who knows? But you're definitely, you know, hopefully not going to both die. As long as you're assessing the situation correctly. You know, you should never really die on Talon. And you're going to see why during this game. Just clearing. We can't cover that lane because it was too low. You know. Always look at the turret health. If it's just gone, it's just gone. Don't go down there and try to save a dead turret and then just have to back off. You're just wasting time. So we're just looking for kills though, and we're gonna pick up the kill on the Jace. Really clean execution of the abilities. We're looking for. Oh, he's got a flash. He got slowed by the EMF. He's got the stopwatch, which is huge. And we're going to have to bail on that. And MF picks up the double, and we hop over the wall. So situations like this, when you know you're dead, look for a wall. I actually should have survived here if I could have got this plant. But this wall hopping mechanic is why we don't die on Talon. We really shouldn't have died there, but we didn't see the Tristana coming. We just have no deep ward. No deep vision at all. And deep vision is kind of how do you like finish a game, you know? Getting kills and stuff is good. Deep wards is just how you start getting just pick after pick, right? You see the Tristana coming. You either get out in time or you go for a quick pick on her. She's not going to expect deep wards. Like this ward right here. Perfect. This is the deep vision that you need. Doesn't have to be all the way in here or in here. It can be right here. That's deep vision. They still don't expect it. If they're walking through here, they don't expect a deep vision. They don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe that you had the time to do that and they didn't notice it. But you did, because you did it on your way out earlier, right? So we're going to steal the scut there because we have basically we saved both our smites. We're at a point here where we're not smiting camps anymore. We're really just looking to smite champions and we're looking to smite dragons and stuff like that. So we know we're going to get fling there. Just have to drop the ult. If you see you're about to be CC'd hard, sometimes you just need to drop the ult. We're just looking to stall here. I was looking to stall and steal it, but we had no vision at all. If someone on my team would have dropped a ward right here, opposite side of the pink, we would have been Gucci. I probably would have stole that. But now we're in kind of a rough situation, right? We're just getting dropped on. Starax comes through. We did go Gore Drinker into Starax, so we're super tanky. We have 5 people chasing us. We're hopping walls. If we would have went back to the turret there, we would have died. We're just looking for the thickest walls we can hop. Still, we have 5 people chasing us, and we're gonna get flung. And I think I could have survived there in a perfect world, but we did play it pretty good, and we stalled out for basically 2 or 3 turrets. Very big game changer in the game because, oh, yep, we got the inhib turret, middle inhib turret, and we have all our middle turrets. So this is what you need to be looking to do. If you're going to die, throw W's behind you, hop walls, stall them out, you know? Don't go stay in the lane. Don't be staying in this big area where they can freely do whatever you want. Get into a jungle. Start hopping walls. Stall them out. Throw a W behind you. Slow them. They think that they can catch you, but you can't catch a Talon. You just can't. So, just making plays like that, holding on to your bounty, and, you know, now at this point they're raging. You know, what are you guys doing? Someone defend. 5 people chasing. You know, this is what tilts players. This is what wins you games. You know, these guys were ahead, and they lost their base because of it, right? Now we're looking for open inhib. We're looking to get that inhib so we can get some control of the map. It's such a close game, it's not too bad of an idea to take it. If you were just steamrolling and I'm sorry, if you were actually behind, if you were getting steamrolled or whatever, you wouldn't want to take that, most likely. Or if you're getting if you're steamrolling the enemy, you most likely wouldn't want to take it either, because you're giving XP. 1 inhib, you know, most of the time, what are you going to get out of it? Not a lot, but you're giving a lot. You're giving an extra XP. But since it's such a close game, it's not terrible that we took it. It's going to give us enough prio to maybe control the rivers, maybe get an extra objective or 2. So just be looking at the timers when you're jungling. You know, these guys aren't going to be watching the timers. It's your responsibility to know, you know, when dragon's coming up 50 seconds or 40 seconds, whatever. Ping it. Ping it. Right here, we're just peeling. You know we don't win this. We can't go straight in there. Tristan is fed. We're going to throw a W behind us, slow them. You can see when they enter this cavity right here, we hit the slow and we hit the, and MF is way back here, and she just nails him with the ult. Basically a 2v5. Now we have Ari and Kinnan coming up. We're just going to have insane map control. 4 of them down. And Dragon should be coming up. Speed it up. We're just pillaging their jungle at this point. Pushing, getting what we can. We pillaged all the way through here and we pushed a wave. And now, let's going too fast. Let's go back. Again, we're pushing the turret. We start pushing the turret. We're just drawing pressure. We're absorbing pressure here. Jace jumps on us. Hits us in a very bad spot for us. But we're going to juke back. They didn't expect me to go that way. We're going to wait for the Nocturne ult. Hop the wall. Just stand next to it. Wait for the ult. Hop the wall. That's what you guys need to be doing. If someone's walking up at you, stand next to the wall. Throw your W, maybe even your Q auto. Get your full passive dot on them. And then hop the wall. Get your gore drinker so you can stay alive. Whatever, do your whole thing. Then hop the wall. They're not going to like it. They just got chunked out and they're wasting their time. You're drawing pressure. What's that person, their team is dying, whatever, they're losing stuff. All this is going on. So now they're scattering to get the top lane because we got the top lane push. We are probably going to lose this. Yeah, as good as Kennen is, you're not gonna beat 3 people. So kind of stupid, like doing a 2-man push. You should be looking for 4-1 situations where if that person gets closed in, you're only losing 1 guy, and then 4 people can be guaranteed getting this. I have to go for something aggressive because I feel like she's gonna defend it if I don't. I do get the aggressive play. As soon as he gets on, it's Gore Drinker. Hop back, hop over the wall. He should have finished knock probably, but he wasn't in vision, and he was probably gonna stall out of vision or something stupid. So we just look for, if we hit the gore there, we would have taken them both. Just be looking to delay your own death. Your teammates hopefully will do something eventually to, either peel for you or they're gonna turn and try to get some kills. Most likely they're gonna try and turn and they'll wait till it's an opportunity for a kill because this is solo queue and they're greedy, right? They're selfish. People are selfish. So you just need to be knowing personally that you're not gonna die. Ooh, it's rough. I do remember this. She just picked up that kill. And she gets out, wastes the telly. She gets chased down a bit. This is what we're looking at. We're watching the map as a jungler, right? So we're just going to hop over, give her some safety. She can't get dove now. We're actually chasing him. She's safe. She won't die anymore. She was probably going to die. As sad as that is, even though she shouldn't die there, should never die, she probably would have died, right? We're not going to just watch her and troll. We're going to walk over there, spend a little bit of our time. We don't have to clear this side. We can help clear bot and then come back to top later. Delaying, by a few seconds is worth your teammate not dying. So I think that Nocturne was using intel that I was bot side, looking for a top angle play. It's not gonna work out here. Kennen's gonna trade for 1-for-1 because he's just too strong. Look at the MF damage coming through. We fed this player. With our amazing setup, we enabled her. We didn't feed her, but we enabled her. And that's what you're looking to do. You're not looking to always jump on the backline with Talon. You're looking to peel and then jump on the backline once you get like a pick or two. You can't 1v5 with this guy. I mean, you can get in there sometimes if you have great engage and just ult, and then re-engage, and then Gore Drinker, and then try to hop over a wall to get out. But if you're not, a lot of these games, you're not going to get a great engage. You're just going to get a wonky team like this, where, you could see that in that fight that broke out over here, we weren't looking to jump on the Triss. We were looking to peel the Nocturne off. Because these other frontliners, we're just relying on them, overstepping, being silver players like they are. being low gold, whatever, like they are. So right here, there's really nothing for me to do. I think I was waiting for this wave to fall so we can take it. I mean, we've got MF bots. We're like a 1-3-1 right now. Not looking to fight at all. Always be aware of where your teammates are. If you can't do that, you're probably gonna have a hard time jungling. Because as a jungler, you could be taking fights constantly, technically. You could just be taking fights everywhere. But knowing where your jungler, your team is, that's going to depend on whether you should actually start a fight, right? And if you have a tank, you shouldn't be starting fights at all. But in this game, I have to start fights because, you know, I am the tank in this game, you know. Right there, we're just doing damage. We're staying alive. We're preserving a health bar. If you preserve your health bar during this extended fight, you're going to win all these fights. That's just what kind of champ Talon is. We had some deep vision here, so we saw Fiddle trying to recall. We're just going to chase him all the way around the world. But the good thing is, Sin's just wasting his time. We're going to kill him. We're going to push off. Make sure everything's okay here. Team's not getting dove. Whatever. We could have recalled earlier, but we're going to recall. We're going to buy our items. Looking at the Black Cleaver angle into Death Dance. So we went Glow Drinker, Sterax, Black Cleaver. I was just basically looking to, at some point, kill the Sin, because I didn't want him to become too much of a problem. And, you know, again, we're just looking to front to back, so that's why the Cleaver is really good. We're cleaving their front line, making them squishy enough to where it's not too big of a deal that we don't have a real tank like Sin. So let's pop back here. I think something broke out. So I believe we got too greedy here. Going for this ward. Yeah, too greedy. She's feared. And what I should have done here was Gore Drinker basically right as I got in, because I took so much initial damage that I just got bursted before I could even Gore, right? Trying to get my combo and my ult off, and just the residual damage going into you after you're invisible. It'll finish you off. It will. So Ari making some nice plays, doing what she can, stalling out. Some more stall. This is all good. Even that snare does a lot because it's stalling the push. Whatever they're doing is stalled by another couple seconds. But we're gonna... Why was I trying to click the thing like I'm in the game? Okay. So, again, don't be going for deep dives like I just did there. I'm going up here. We're gonna check the Baron. If they were smart, they would have been on it. They would have, you know. But they're not greedy. So we see the Fiddle up here. We're just gonna look for picks. We're looking for chasing people down, right? Kennen even gets the blue, but we know our strength. We can catch anybody, right? We don't even get an assist there. It's okay. Kennen's just doing giga damage. And we're just looking to get back on our side there. We know if we go this way, it's risky. But we have an engage here. And when you see your teammates engaging, look at it. If it's a terrible situation, you need to know whether it's a terrible situation or a winnable. That's your first question. Terrible, get out. Don't help at all. you know, winnable, you know, maybe help. Maybe get a little bit closer and help. You know, completely winnable, get your ass in there and help, right? That's how you need to assess things. You don't always need to be helping. A lot of times you need to be not helping, right? You need to be minimizing losses. That's what we call it. So we're pinging our team, get out of here, because we don't have a wave. Our wave is all the way back here. There's nothing we can do here. Standing there would be a silver move. Okay, you need to be aware of where your wave is. Kennen just cracks his skull. I was embarrassed that I didn't even help, but you know we don't have our ult. We're not in a position to help there really. I mean, if he didn't go for the play, we probably would have went for the play, but we just knew he was going to one shot. So right here, this is where we're fully committed. We're fully committed to this fight. Okay, we hit the damage on Singed to force his Zanya, which is pretty big because I think he probably could have finished me off if he was untouched there. So really nice stopwatches all around, but stopwatches can only take you so far, right? You gotta come out. You gotta come out and play sometime. So I'm looking for the stop the recall, but really not worth it. I'm starting this because I know Ari's on their way. We should have numbers advantage, which we don't really, because it's now a 3v3. The telly, I don't think we really expected. The recall telly, straight back. You know, it is what it is. We don't have a recall from Kennen, or we don't have a... Kennen's just now coming up. Okay, he does telly in. He's tellying in all the way over there. Granted, we don't really have any ward anywhere, so it is what it is. Kennen's coming for great flank angle. Kennen. Nice. I kind of wondered what happened there because my smite was down. Unfortunately, bad planning by me. I want to say that I smited an enemy, which you don't need to be doing. Anytime an objective is coming up, you need to know if you have 2 smites, maybe smite an enemy, but if you have 1 smite, save it. Don't be dumb. We're not looking to do anything too dumb here. We came really close to getting executed there, but just having the team there, the numbers advantage, the initial numbers advantage that I estimated was why we won that whole situation. We didn't need to fully commit to that Baron. Once the tally came in from Singed, we could see we backed off. We don't need to take 3v3. We could take 4v3s. You know, we had the respawn advantage, so we used that, we leveraged that, and that's gonna win us the game with that Elder. I hope you guys appreciate hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys smash that like and subscribe, and hope you guys learned something perhaps. But anyways, take it easy, y'all. See y'all next time.